Hello everyone, my name is LokaCola and welcome to yet another weekend at Loka's. A bonus one. No, wait a second. One. That's yeah, that's definitely what ended up happening. Okay, this music is a little bit too loud. So let's go in the menu and actually start playing the Marvel's Avengers beta. This is the third weekend of the beta. First one was only for PS4 pre-orders, I believe. And then the second one was open for PS4 users, and on other platforms it was pre-orders only. And there was something about some deal or something with some, I don't know, I assume Doritos or Mountain Dews. I honestly have no idea. And this is the third weekend where it's, as far as I'm aware, it should be open for everyone. So yeah, I played it a bit last weekend. Wasn't streaming it because it was Shark Week, so I kept all my content Shark Week or related rather. Doesn't actually have anything to do with the Shark Week show. I played a little bit of it on my own. I played a few hours with a few of my friends that you can, if you go to my good friend Prentice1215's YouTube channel, you can see the archive of our game night there. I think it lasted for about 3 hours or so. So basically I've done all the solo stuff, and I think during those 3 hours we did all the multiplayer stuff, and I haven't played a beta since, with the exception of today, now for the stream, because it is a beta, it is something new, it's something I won't be able to stream because it's a beta. It's literally my only chance of playing this, but also because if I want to stream the actual game, I need to get it, I need to buy it, and I'm gonna go into my thoughts of this game later, but spoiler alert, I won't buy this game. Let's see. Okay, so it's all US based. It's all America. Oh yeah, this gives a beta reward. I don't care. Ooh, maybe I should. Oh, it's only for Kamala. And I don't have any stuff. Okay, missions. Let's see. Oh, it's just a harm challenge. Don't care. Don't. Well, actually, that might not be a bad idea too. Oh, you can cycle through like that. Okay. I think it's all these red 9s because... Oh wait, that's something I didn't do. Or it didn't finish. Ooh, you can actually see what you have finished. That's actually quite handy. Okay, let's start with the stuff I haven't done. Stark realities. see. Let's. I want to play as some other hero. Maybe Iron Man. Yeah. I want to play as Iron Man. I haven't played as Iron Man. Although maybe I shouldn't go into something that I'm not high enough level for, come to think of it. Yeah, I as I said, I haven't played as Iron Man, so I don't actually have a level. Although -1. You know what? Just to be on the safe side. Let's do some training exercise. Or the virtual challenge. Okay, so it's... I think it's... I'm doing the offline bit. Which is something you can do. You don't have to play it with other people, which is a good thing. Although, of course, this is primarily meant to play with other people.
Enemies engaged, y'all! Boy, did you choose the wrong side!
Now I just need to actually remember the controls. Because as I haven't played this in a little over a week, well, it's not really that you can play during the weekdays, it's only been weekends. But you catch my drift.
How we do it?
Right, getting some virtual bad guys punched up. It's always good. Let's see, I have no idea what Iron Man's abilities are.
Night, sweetheart!
I don't know if that did anything.
Night, sweetheart! Feeling pretty crappy!
I don't know how to deal with the shields. I know how to deal with the shields if you play as Hulk. Well, that guy's done though, so doesn't matter. No way.
Okay, let's hockey!
Okay, I was confused there.
Don't look directly at the beam, kid!
I'm a throwing the laser.
Oh, pal!
One of those things. Oh, that was just Kamala Khan. Oh, he's dead. Oh. Some bots. Oh. There we go. Let's see. Oh, wrong button. I didn't meant to drop off that early. Probably a good idea I'm playing this thing before going into the real missions.
Oh, not doing so hot.
Don't steal my kill. That's not fair. And only now did I realize what all those green things are for. I assumed that was loot. But I noticed that you can't pick everything up, so I wasn't sure what that was all about. It just... Oh, yeah, I basically noticed just now that it's to replenish your health. I feel so dumb right now. Uh-oh. What's the yellow though? Is it for like super? I don't know. I also just remember there's also like a... I don't know what you have to do, but you can unlock something in Fortnite.
Looks like we're clear.
Don't worry.
Which is all wrong.
Let me go around.
Oh! Tanks.
Bustin' makes me feel good. That's a song.
Good thing we have a
That's song,
Hulkbuster.
everyone. Look it up.
I want to do the... No! What are you doing? That's the wrong enemy. No. Ah, Black Widow, get out of my way. Uh oh. Okay, we got the tanks. Oh, it's just regular goons. Bam, bam, bam. Oh no, oh no, oh no. What? What was that? No! Oh gosh. Are the bots actually gonna get... Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, hey! The bots actually do useful things. What a pleasant surprise. Ah, no. Did the sound glitch out or something for a second there? Or is it meant to do that?
It's how we do it.
Oh, no. Ow. That's not okay. How weird how I had so much trouble with the default flying controls, so I had to switch it over. And now I'm having trouble with the setting I actually want. That's definitely ironic. No. Take you out, and all your friendlies. Is it only... Yeah, there was only that one left. Still 2 waves left. Oh boy, that's a big chunky boy. And I don't want to do that.
Bustin' makes me feel good. That's a song. That's a song, everyone. Look it up.
So as you can tell, this is well, yeah, this is definitely Destiny. Except more emphasis on melee combat than shooting. But in essence, it's Destiny. You ever built this and such? It's primarily a co-op game, although as stated you can play this solo. It is centered about getting better loot and repeating missions to get the loot. Of course, this is just a VR training basically, so it's only combat focus, but the mission design sure feels like Destiny, and the way the missions and the game world are structured. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Beat up this tank thing.
The enemies have been defeated.
And we're done. Put the second harm challenge. And something is glitching out in the background, I can hear that. Rate your experience. Now that is another little preview, so to say, about how I feel about this game. let's see. Got some new skill points. That sounds pretty useful. Let's see. It still says -1. Oh wait, I didn't do that. Although that's actually playing as Hulk. Although -1. Wait, did I get any gear? I don't think so. For Iron Man. Nope. Alright, let's let's try this. What's the worst that could happen? Still going solo because I can't be bothered to play with other people.
Hill here. We found a facility where AIM is preparing to spin up another fake arc reactor. We all know how well that went last time. We have to put a stop to it.
Oh, I feel bad for my Black Widow. She's got 0 power.
The arc reactor's nearby. Jarvis, are you picking up anything?
Locked on and ready, Commander Hill.
Good luck out there.
What I don't know, however, when you're playing solo with AI companions is whether they can actually get loot and level up when AI is playing them. I don't know.
An elite AIM team is close by and on alert. Updating your HUD.
Oh, wrong button. See? It's it sure is Destiny.
Target practice time!
Head for the location on your HUD.
Wouldn't want to be in your shoes. You're done!
So yeah, I don't think there's any need to dance around the bush. I am not very impressed with this game. And my comparisons to Destiny kind of implies that, although I do feel Destiny's a decent game. I think my biggest problem with the original Destiny was more the hype. That it was, like it would be like the next really big thing, and then it was just, especially for me that hadn't played any of the Halo games, but knew that Bungie was renowned for excellent shooters with great story, and then Destiny having virtually no story, and it was just a looter shooter. Which wasn't exactly what I wanted. It was still a fine game, but still not a great one. they did make a better job at it eventually. And I've also played Destiny 2, and I'd say that's a good game. I didn't really stay with it after I finished. I moved on to other things, but it was fine. It was a decent enough game. Whoa, that didn't feel quite right. So when I say like, oh, this is like Destiny,
This team will not be easy to neutralize.
I'm not necessarily thinking about quality there. I'm thinking more about how the game is structured, and this definitely feels like one of those games. Oh, Destiny's really popular, looter shooters are a thing, let's do that, but slap it on a Marvel's Avengers game because the MCU is really hot.
Nearby could use some help.
Oh boy.
Time for some Jedi! Someone keeping score here? 'Cause I gotta be winning.
But yeah, as I was about to lead to from that, with that rating I gave in the game for that mission, for the VR challenge thingy, I find this game to be mediocre. There is a story which opens up with the, well, if you've seen anything from this game, you've probably seen the opening mission setting San Francisco.
Enemy spotted.
And involving the Golden Gate Bridge. That's a very linear, very scripted opening. It's basically just a big set piece, but I feel for what it is, it's fine. And like it's a decent way to kind of give a tutorial and open up the game and all that. However, that also feels so much different from the rest of the game I played during the beta. You don't really have that very cinematic experience, I guess. And I'm not exactly drawn in by what has been presented of the story, although I will say hasn't really been that much shown anyway.
Hurry to intercept the team.
What team? Are there more buttons to press? Come on, Iron Man, you can do this. No, I don't want to do that.
We got some not so friendlies.
The team is aware of your presence. Be on your guard.
Oh, right, here. I have to run quickly. Silent. And then he's There we go.
That did it. Theo, work your magic. You're safe now.
Where did he come from? Yeah, as I was saying, I haven't really been drawn into the story. I don't think of what has been shown has been that interesting or intriguing, but I can actually see the story being at least somewhat decent based on what little I've seen, and with the knowledge that this is being made by Crystal Dynamics behind the
Every member of the elite team must be
Tomb Raider reboot games. Okay, those are elites. I may want to use the Hulkbuster.
Secret weapon! Now it's the party!
Bam! However, my biggest concern isn't really with the story, it's about with the gameplay and the gameplay flow and the combat. Because I don't think the combat in this game is very exciting. To compare it with something like Batman Arkham games or Insomniac's PS4 Spider-Man game, those are very fun to play, they are very exciting to play. This I don't feel excited about when I'm playing, it's just punch, 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 punch.
Boy, did you choose the wrong side!
And especially against enemies that I feel tend to be very spongy in terms of damage. They sure can take a lot of hits sometimes. I mean, what we're seeing here, or what we saw in the Harm Challenge, I think is fine. It's not really egregious, it's not even that bad. But there are definitely some moments where it's okay, now I'm just punching, these enemies just won't go down because they have so much health.
The team are no longer a threat. We'll need to take control of their systems. Get me to the location on your HUD.
See, I think I can pick up more resources because I am full on resources. Okay, that's a slight upgrade. And yeah, see, this certainly is Destiny. It even has the same freaking menu system. And I gotta say, these menus are awful. Just because Destiny is popular and has this doesn't mean you should just have this type of menu system. Especially one that feels so finicky and just plain bad.
Get to that control point.
I wonder if it actually is something or if it's just some random background thing. No, wait, that's something. That's a chest. So yeah, you're collecting resources as well to upgrade.
I need to be closer to breach the system.
What are you doing, Hulk? Oh, no, come on. There was something over here, let's investigate.
There is an elite AIM unit near you. Defeat them, and you may gain something useful.
Uh-oh.
Someone keeping score here?
But yeah, as I was saying, I think the combat is rather dull. It doesn't really feel exciting or fun to play. Which is a bad thing, first of all, because it's not good.
Ooh, is it getting hot in here?
Like, combat should be fun. There are glimpses of fun, but I feel with the way the overall design of the game to be essentially a looter shooter or looter brawler. I'm not sure what to call this. I think that has hampered a lot of the potential in the combat system, because I think the combat's dull and it's not as fun as other superhero games out there, but it's also not an awful combat system. It's no Batman Arkham, sure. And now I completely forgotten what I was going to lead that to.
You're done.
I think we need a Hulk here, maybe. I have no idea. Oh, they ran off doing something. They actually ran off doing the main objective. I think my perfect example actually is something that I did find was cool was a boss fight with a super tank. And really? Now that was actually kind of cool, but
I need more time.
less than my overall impression of it was the fact that it required so much, like it had so much health. It was like it just took forever to beat that boss, it felt like. And that's a shame, because as I said, it was quite cool, but because it had so much health, it just took forever. So eventually it didn't feel fun anymore.
I'm through the first firewall. I'm working as quickly as possible.
And I think that's my... this game. It tries to be like other popular games within this genre, because that's apparently what's popular and what's making money. But I forgot to actually do a fun game. I think they were getting mandated by Square Enix, basically, okay, Destiny's popular, make Destiny but with the Avengers, because that's also really popular. Admittedly, I don't think that this game has, ever since it was revealed, it didn't have the greatest reception, but honestly I thought what was being shown there, minus how the heroes look, was like, I felt it could be maybe be something. But then they were talking about, oh, this is going to be a live service game with free content upgrades, and you'll be playing this game for years, and I was like, oh, that concerned me, because I had an idea of what kind of game that would be, and that would be a Destiny clone, and that's exactly what this is. Except it's dull.
That did it.
and not really
Nice
fun,
work.
I feel. That's a dang shame, because I do feel that, I mean, you should be able to do a good Avengers game. But it's just mediocre. Let's see. And now I literally ran out of things to say. I mean, I guess I can relate this to now that DC Fandom or whatever it was called has happened, and it has showed some trailers
If
for
you can gain control of AIM's network temporarily,
DC
I can
games
infiltrate their
and
security
movies.
system.
And I had the same reaction when I was watching gameplay, the gameplay footage for Gotham Knights. That,
Enemy
oh,
spotted.
this is kind of like Marvel's Avengers. I did think the gameplay looked a bit better in comparison, but the fact that it's it's aiming for a similar experience with you're constantly improving your stats and collecting better gear, and you can play with co-op. It's just, it's another one of these games.
Head for the terminal so I
Coupled
can
with
get
the
you
fact that
inside
they
the lab.
basically threw away the Arkham combat system, which I don't understand why. It's so good, and like there's a reason why games are being called Arkham clones, because they tried to have the same combat system, which as I said is really good in the Arkham games. And also, that's kind of what I'm worried about the Suicide Squad game. Admittedly, we didn't see any gameplay. We don't really know much about it, except that it's coming out in 2022, I believe. So it still have ways to go. But I would not be surprised if this was also a game like this.
AIM's network is equipped with a multi-point authentication system. I need access to multiple terminals. The more the better. AIM will attempt to initiate a shutdown protocol if they gain access to the terminals.
Oh
You
boy.
cannot let them.
Why did you choose the wrong side?
That helps, thank you. The shutdown protocol is progressing.
Let's see if we're gonna take over this.
I'm inside AIM's security system.
There's A, let's take it as well. And then we'll have to defend them. So yeah, like this game clearly is meant to be a very repetitive game in that you're
Beginning
supposed to be doing
infiltration.
the same thing, play the same missions over and over
AIM is trying to remove me from their system.
to get better gear. And that was, I actually realized now I was meant to go that route earlier. And if you're gonna have a game like that where you're supposed to replay the content constantly to get better
AIM
equipment
has
and
initiated
gear.
their shutdown protocol.
If your game isn't fun to play in the first place, well, good luck having people enjoy replaying it.
Helps, thank you. The shutdown protocol is progressive. Beginning infiltration. AIM is trying to remove me from their systems. I'm inside AIM's security system.
Also, I don't know how many heroes there's gonna be in the fall game, but in the beta there's only 4. There's Iron Man, there's Hulk, there's Black Widow, and Kamala Khan. And then in the tutorial mission you also get to play as
Thank you.
4. And Captain America. I knew I was forgetting someone there.
That helps, thank you.
But I don't want to say the heroes feel the same to play, because obviously right now I can tell my playstyle while playing as Iron Man is
AIM has
certainly
initiated their
different
shutdown
from
protocol. I've breached AIM security
when I was
network.
playing the Hulk. But
Marked our next
it also
destination on your
doesn't feel
HUD.
that and they also like feels rather slow most of the time. Which is also not a good sign. See how the awful menu systems are. Although I will say I can sorta get that, considering you're supposed to be able to play as a whole bunch of heroes, and they'll continually update this game.
There, up ahead.
So I can understand if each and every hero isn't like 100% unique. I think the best comparison I can think of is actually the Elder Scrolls series, in that I think everyone can agree that
You made it.
no Elder Scrolls game has the best combat system, like in the whole fantasy RPG genre, or even just gaming in general. It's not the best warrior fighter system. It doesn't have the best mage and spell system. It doesn't have the best stealth system, and it also doesn't have the best flower picking system. But the game has all of those different systems, which
AIM has an arc reactor close by.
makes it
Destroy it.
a bit forgivable, at least. That okay, each and everything isn't perfect, but you can do all these different things, as opposed to say The Witcher. Like you don't have stealth in The Witcher, and that's fine. But you have stealth in the Elder Scrolls, on top of all other sorts of different playstyles and such. So if not every one of them is, or any of them is perfect, I think that's fine. And same goes here, if they're gonna have a whole bunch of heroes. But at the same time, I would have liked to see a bit different, or slightly bigger differences in terms of playstyle with the heroes. And unfortunately, that's kind of all I have. All
The
the
reactor is
thoughts I
powered
have
by
about this
4
game. I don't
energy
really have
junctions.
much more to say.
Destroying them should destroy the reactor.
Light them!
This time it's destroying the objectives.
Energy junction destroyed.
I can't see a thing. What's happening? Oh, and you're also fighting rather boring enemies most of the time. And now it's doing that again. I'm not exactly sure what makes it go like that. But maybe I should do the objectives while my AI companions take the heat.
Another junction down.
Hehe.
You're done!
Yeah, I've basically already gone through all my faults in this
Another
game
energy junction is gone.
based on this beta, and even like during actual gameplay, there's nothing exciting to comment about. I wish I could provide better commentary when fighting, or when I'm not talking about my actual thoughts. Or for that matter, actually provide somewhat better gameplay, but it's just... everything about this is just meh.
Good work. The arc reactor is powering down.
That's the mission complete. And on one hand, I'm thinking of calling the stream it, considering I literally gotten through my thoughts, all my thoughts about this game and why
Thank you,
and yeah,
Avengers.
I won't
We'll
be
continue
getting this on
monitoring
launch.
Ames facilities. Last thing we need
I
is a highly unstable
most
arc
likely
reactor in
won't
their
get it
hands.
at all, unless somehow a few years into this live service it actually improves significantly. I suppose that's not an inconceivable thought these days. Okay, so my Black Widow hasn't leveled up. That's reassuring. Yeah, I kind of want to end this, but I also kind of want to play as Black Widow because I haven't really played as her outside of the tutorial. I'm not sure if I'm gonna bother with doing some gameplay from all heroes, even though there's just 4 of them. Yeah, considering I have no gear, actually that might work. I mean, there's always these virtual training modules, but I don't really care. Because I don't really care about the beta reward. Okay. Let's do that one. We'll see. Maybe I'll end it once I'm done with Black Widow. Or I might play as a little bit of Kamala Khan and maybe even Hulk.
Avengers, we've discovered the location of a high-security AIM server facility. If you gain control of the login stations, I should be able to hack into their systems and steal valuable information for the Resistance. Be on your guard. This facility is likely to be defended by elite AIM synthoids.
I was about to say, I guess I should talk about, maybe I should
If you can
talk
gain
about
control of AIM's network temporarily,
Marvel stuff
I
in
can
general.
infiltrate their security system.
But I also realized that, I did actually bring up the whole DC thing. Gonna be a contrarian and talk DC when playing the Marvel game. That's totally like me though. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wait, there's no reason to fire guns. Those. Oh, I've been shooting at Iron Man. That's not awkward at all. Oh wow, I can jump. Are we sure Black Widow isn't superhuman? Okay, so Black Widow feels actually a little bit faster. Maybe the heroes are a bit more different than I've given this game credit for. It's just that I've mostly been playing as Hulk for about 3 hours. No, I want to. But yeah, I haven't kept up with all the DC stuff that happened yesterday because well, let's just say I'm a very casual
AIM's network
Marvel
is equipped
fan.
with a multi-point authentication system. I need access to multiple
And I'm an
terminals.
even
The
more
more the better.
casual DC fan in that I basically only care about Batman.
AIM will attempt to initiate
I've been
a shutdown
mentioning
protocol
the
if they
Batman
gain
Arkham
access
games,
to the
which I've
terminals.
been playing.
You cannot let them.
I forgot you can swing. I assume that's how Spider-Man is going to be played. Oh, I haven't talked about Spider-Man, I just realized.
AIM has initiated their shutdown protocol.
Let's do the DC stuff first. So yeah, I typically only care about Batman. Batman's awesome. So I've been playing the Arkham games, I've watched the Christopher Nolan trilogy. I've seen Batman Forever, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Batman Forever. And I guess kind of in the normie territory, but less normie compared to the movies. I've also been watching Gotham. I still haven't seen the last season though, but that's on my to-do list. But as for like other DC stuff, don't really care. And the whole DCEU, or the DC Cinematic Universe or whatever, I haven't like cared at all. Although I have started seeing some of the movies. I actually first saw Wonder Woman because of all the hype surrounding it, and unfortunately I was a bit disappointed. I had expected more after all the praise, but I suppose a lot of the praise also comes from that the people had watched Justice League and Batman v Superman, which from all I know about those movies is that they're not very good. Justice League in particular, it's apparently garbage.
AIM security system.
Garbage.
AIM is trying to remove me from their systems.
Just garbage. So I suppose in that context, I can understand why Wonder Woman was so praised. But going into it, having heard, oh, well, apparently it's a pretty decent movie, and it was just okay at best. After having seen that, I figured, well, if this is supposed to be the best DCEU movie, I'm not sure I'm gonna bother with the others. And so far, I haven't seen anything earlier than Wonder Woman in the DCEU.
I've breached AIM security network.
Oh, that was pretty short, actually. I did watch Shazam, though. Was expecting a fun movie, since that's what all the trailers seen, but I was also a little bit unsure because it seemed
Excellent work, Avengers.
Everything about the movie just dropped off the moment.
Intel. It will take me some time to analyze, but it should prove a boon for the Resistance.
Like, as soon as it came out. And I can see why, because it's not bad, but not good either. It's just okay. It's very forgettable, like I barely remember anything about it. And I don't think I'll ever rewatch that movie. I've also seen Aquaman, and I feel that movie is a bit of a fever dream, to be honest. So that's all I've seen about, like, from the DC movies. Oh, I forgot Suicide Squad as well. That would probably make someone go, "Oh, I don't like. What are they doing, DC?" But speaking of Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad, directed by James Gunn, maybe that could be something. It seemed very
Intel
goofy.
provided by our friends at S.H.I.E.L.D. has
Very,
revealed the location of an elite AIM squad. We have an opportunity to take them out before AIM can deploy the squad against the Resistance. This is a quick hit-and-run operation. Take
Silly,
out the
I guess.
and return to us unharmed if possible.
But intentionally so. And also, that trailer has made me aware of King Shark, and now he's the best thing ever. Because, well, he's a shark, so
An
obviously.
elite AIM team is close by and
And
on
I love
alert.
sharks.
Updating your HUD.
So yeah, there wasn't really much of a trailer. It was just here's the characters and the actors playing them. But it looked goofy and silly. It might be fun. I do like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guess I do bite.
And yeah, as I said about the Suicide Squad game earlier, we didn't see anything really about aside from that cinematic trailer. I did. Oh, I'm once again shooting at Iron Man. Hail Hydra! I'm the real mastermind behind A-Day. trailer for the Batman looked pretty sick, though.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
While I really love Batman, I haven't really cared about Batman v Superman and the Justice League. Although I've heard that Batfleck is apparently pretty good, but the Batman looked pretty sick. Admittedly, it was supposed to be Batfleck, but it's now Robert Pattinson, which, well, that's certainly a bit unexpected, considering he's most famous for Twilight at this point, but I don't know, I have high hopes for that movie. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh no.
You asked for this.
I'm in some trouble here.
Oh boy, I'm just smacking them with the stick. So yeah, that's I kind of like talking about DC stuff when I'm playing a Marvel game, but while I am very much a casual bystander, I don't really see why you should be like, oh, Marvel is the best, DC sucks, or oh, Marvel is for kiddies, kids.
One of their agents is down.
And our DC stuff is more grown up and mature or whatever. Like, there's room for, like, no matter what you feel about them, I think there's room for both DC and Marvel. Like, I enjoy them both.
Another agent down.
For their different things, different heroes. Although mostly Batman in the case of DC. And in terms of Marvel, it's mostly relegated to MCU stuff, with the exception of Spider-Man, who is basically my Batman for the Marvel, I guess. But speaking of Spider-Man, Spider-Man is exclusive to the PlayStation version. This is PS4 now,
Good
but
job, Avengers.
it's gonna be on
With this
PS5 as
victory,
well, I
you've
believe.
weakened AIM and given the Resistance a leg up. Keep it up.
I have to say, I'm playing as Black Widow isn't that bad. Although, admittedly, it's slight. Actually, no, let's not do that. But I think you can all guess what I was. But well, I do kind of fancy her suit or something. I saw a Hulk thing that I hadn't done before, so I think I'm gonna do that. So we can get the Hulk gameplay. I assume you can only play as Hulk. Yeah. Oh, I should have checked. What's the modifiers? If there's anything I should keep out for. I'll get back to Spider-Man eventually. Oh no. This doesn't seem right. Well, like I said, it's a beta, so... And that's why they're doing betas. Oh, I can't see anything about any what modifying it's running on.
Ever since Monica co-founded AIM, Dr. Banner has feared the amount of gamma radiation research she amassed while they were colleagues. Recently, I've detected residual gamma radiation coming from a remote AIM facility. Dr. Banner would like you to infiltrate the gamma radiation lab and destroy any research you find.
Alright, let's finally address Spider-Man. So Spider-Man is exclusive, of course.
Dr. Banner has
You should know at
pre-recorded
this
a message
point.
for you, Hulk.
Hey,
And,
big guy. If Monica's there, just do the job, okay? Listen to Jarvis and Kamala if they tell you to rein it in. And, thank you. You're stopping what I can.
And,
The gamma readings are coming from an underground facility, not...
what do you mean higher level gear? Oh. It's actually an upgrade worth equipping and boosting to make it even better. We're gonna upgrade the upgrade.
far from your current location.
This is in the heart of AIM territory.
Yes. There will be significant resistance on your path.
Alright, it's time for Loka Smash! Yeah, and in regards to Spider-Man, I feel there are some points worth bringing up. Now, I am going to say, obviously, I think Spider-Man being exclusive to one platform, in this case Sony platforms, is bad. But I don't know why people are surprised by this. Now, it is worth pointing out that Sony, like in regards to Spider-Man, Sony owns the rights because Sony are they've been doing the Spider-Man movies with Sam Raimi, the Raimi trilogy, and the Amazing Spider-Man. And it's only through a deal with Disney that we actually have Spider-Man in the MCU, until it seemed that maybe he wouldn't be in the MCU anymore, and now he's back, I think. I haven't really kept up with stuff. Now, Sony only owns the film rights. So when it comes to games, Sony actually doesn't have the rights to just they have the rights to do whatever movie they want to do that has to do with Spider-Man or related characters. But Spider-Man, like, he's not completely exclusive to Sony, and when it comes to gaming, I believe he was in the not Marvel vs. Capcom, or maybe he was in the recent Marvel vs. Capcom, I don't know. I was thinking of another Marvel game that I don't know the name of, but it came out fairly recently, like a year or two ago, right after Endgame. And I believe Spider-Man was in it. And I know that that game is on Switch. I don't know about any other platforms. And Spider-Man also makes appearances in the Lego Marvel games that are also on multiple platforms.
There it is. Time to take out those guards.
It's the Hulk. Don't let him inside.
So in terms of gaming, Sony actually doesn't own the rights, per se. However, they do have an exclusive Spider-Man game, considering it was developed by Insomniac Games. granted, Insomniac wasn't owned by Sony by that point, but I suppose they were going like, hey, do this game for us and we'll give you money, basically. That's probably how it ended up being, and then it was pitched to Marvel, and Marvel, I guess, liked the game, liked the pitch, since we got the game. So even though Sony doesn't, like, only owns the film rights, they do also have the the fact that they do own the film rights in the first place, the fact that they have an exclusive Spider-Man game, and also Spider-Man Miles Morales coming, also exclusive to PlayStation 5. I don't get why people are surprised by the fact that Sony decided to go all in and make Spider-Man an exclusive to their platform in the new upcoming Marvel's Avengers, since that's probably gonna sell a lot of copies just on the license alone. So yeah, literally, as I said, I don't get why people are surprised. Obviously, Sony were like, I don't see, like, it makes perfect sense, and for why Sony would do this. Of course, with that being said, I also want to say that no, I don't think this doesn't mean I think it's good that Spider-Man is only exclusive to Sony platforms. I think it's bad. I definitely understand the sentiment there of that, well, it doesn't feel like you get more value for the same price if you get the PlayStation version of this game, but it certainly would feel like, oh, if you own another platform and get this game on the other platforms,
Nice work.
it feels like you're getting less value.
There's an elite AIM unit near you.
I definitely understand that, and I
useful.
certainly agree with that sentiment. I don't think Spider-Man should be platforms. Despite the fact that I'm basically saying that, well, why are you all surprised? I still don't think it's good. I don't think having exclusive content on one platform is a good thing. And if I really wanted to, I could get into like a whole discussion about all kinds of exclusives. And there are certainly a lot of to unpack there, but when it comes to actual content in a game that's releasing on different platforms, I don't think there should be a certain subsection of that game's content that's just siphoned out and like for one platform and other platforms don't get it. I absolutely do think Xbox and PC players should be able to play as Spider-Man. However, I'm also not entirely sure if the whole like, oh, I feel like I'm getting less value, I'm also not entirely sure if that's completely correct, since I believe Spider-Man won't be in this game until like next year, so technically he would be exclusive post-launch DLC. But this is all just semantics as well. Like, there's just no defending this. I absolutely don't think Spider-Man should be exclusive on Sony platforms. He should be available for, well, the entire game, regardless of what platform you get. Like, end of story, basically. It's all dumb. Spider-Man for everyone. of course, it has also led to now that people, I did see a while ago, like urging Xbox players in particular, but I suppose PC players as well, to boycott this game. And I absolutely think they should boycott the game. Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna do anything. Because name one gaming boycott that has actually succeeded. And I'm not saying this to be like, oh, the people are gonna be wrong in the end. It's just being realistic. I don't think... Like, I think the people upset about this are people that keep up with the gaming industry and gaming news. Most people don't.
Do you think Abomination was created here?
Unlikely.
So when they do
Ames
end up
holdings were diminutive when Abomination
going to
first
GameStop
appeared.
to
It
buy
is possible he was enhanced here, however.
Not comforting.
Marvel's Avengers and they see, oh, if I buy the PlayStation version, I can play as Spider-Man. I guess I'll buy that version. Like that, like it. Unfortunately, it's gonna work.
This
Not
is
the
the server
boycott.
floor for Ames Gamma Research Program.
Because like the
They're
most
inside.
famous
Don't let them
example
get
I
to
can
the
think
surface.
of is Modern
There is a
Warfare
chest
2
with
on the
special
PC.
resources close to your
Because
location.
the PC version was basically doing away with a lot of features available for the PC versions of COD 4 and World at War. Especially in regards to dedicated servers.
One of our resistance allies is close
So
by
there was a
and could
Steam
use some
group
help.
created of like this group is for everyone, for all of us that are gonna boycott Modern Warfare 2 on the PC because it doesn't have dedicated servers, and that's completely understandable again. But there's that really famous picture where someone took a screenshot from
That did it.
that
Theo,
group,
work your magic.
and a whole bunch of them was playing Modern Warfare 2, the Steam version, even though they were in the boycott Modern Warfare 2 Steam group.
That terminal
Because,
will give you access to the Gamma Laboratory ahead.
Unfortunately, we gamers, or maybe more gamers TM, they can say a lot of things, but but at the end of the day, they won't go through with boycotts because it's a shiny new game. It's new and shiny. That's all. That has happened with every
Research
gaming
data is
boycott,
housed on several servers
and
to prevent
I
loss
believe it's
during
gonna happen
power
with this
failures.
one as well.
You will
That
have to destroy them all to
people that
prevent
were like,
further
oh, I'm gonna
experiments.
boycott this over Spider-Man. Once this game comes out, they're gonna be like,
What's going
oh, but I want to
I'm
play
getting
this
alerts
game.
across
It's
the
new
board.
and shiny, and they're gonna get the game.
All units.
Not all of them, of course.
It appears
Some
Dr.
people are
Rappaccini
gonna
is
hell
aware
on
of your
to the
presence.
boycott, and like 100% fair play to you. But unfortunately, this boycott won't do anything. Sony is gonna like ride to the bank, completely laughing because of all the money they're gonna get because people are gonna buy the PlayStation version of this game.
Who you gonna call?
And Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix is gonna laugh all the way to the bank as well, because it's probably gonna sell well on all platforms. So that's the unfortunate reality of this. I wish it wasn't like this. I wish Spider-Man wasn't exclusive. I mean, as I said, I'm not gonna get this game, but if I were, it would be on the PlayStation because, well, I'm playing this on the PS4 right now. I'm gonna get a PS5 first as well. So like, I would get Spider-Man, and I do feel bummed out that if I were to get this game, I would have access to
Security.
content
One of the
that
servers has gone
my
dark.
brothers and sisters, my brother and sister gamers on Xbox and PC won't be able to play as, and it just sucks. There's no way around it. It's absolutely sucks. And unfortunately, I just don't see things changing from this, because this game is probably gonna sell well on all platforms, and this marketing strategy, because that's what at the end of the day what this is. It's probably gonna succeed. So yeah, that's the whole Spider-Man controversy dealt with. I wish we didn't have to talk about this. And like, honestly, if I was looking forward to this game, I would actually have considered being like, you know what, I'm not gonna get this game, even on PlayStation, because of this, but I don't want to go like, oh, I'm boycotting this game because I'm just flat out not gonna get it because I don't find it fun. So I don't want to be like all high and mighty on the like boycott train when that's actually not the primary reason I'm not getting this game. Oh no, I'm not gonna get help, aren't I? Oh boy, we're getting slaughtered. I've been so focused on providing commentary. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's focus on the game now, so we don't get wrecked.
Do is look me in the eye while you destroy my work.
The elevator has been unlocked. You may proceed down into the facility.
Right. Wait, where are we going? Oh, right there. Well, since I basically played as 3 out of 4 heroes, I might as well play as Kamala Khan. Later.
I do not have much data on the shared emotional relationships between Dr. Banner and the Hulk.
Could be he's like a bloodhound who can sense bad people just by smelling them.
I'm not sure he'd appreciate the comparison.
Don't care.
Okay, let's
Alright, time to find Monica.
You really are that gullible, aren't you?
Wait, what?
Barricade the door. Protect the research lab.
Look for a chest containing special resources nearby.
I suppose I can also talk about Marvel in general. As I said, I'm a very casual Marvel fan in that I watch the MCU movies. Specifically the MCU movies as well. I haven't really kept up with anything outside of the MCU, with the exception of Spider-Man. And even then it's in terms of movies, not like, say, animated shows or comics or whatever. And in terms of X-Men, since that's not the MCU, I have watched the first 3 X-Men movies and the first Wolverine movie, but that was years ago. But the only thing I really watched and cared about from that is Deadpool. But other than that, it's basically have kept up with the MCU. Although I'm not sure how I feel about the MCU right now. Like after Endgame, I kind of felt done. I think part of it was seeing how it was hailed as kind of, I don't know. I'm probably like overreacting, but it kind of felt like people were going on like it was the best thing since sliced bread, and I thought it was. I mean, it's a good movie, but that's it. It's good. It's not great. I think Infinity War is far better, because that one I was like, oh, okay, things are happening. I didn't necessarily see these things coming.
Kill the Hulk.
Whereas Endgame felt very predictable, but it's still a good movie. I like that one, and I'm not saying like, oh, like it's like I don't necessarily think like Endgame is completely overrated. I mean, it is to some extent, but at the same time, I do acknowledge that it is like a great. I mean, even though it's just a good movie, it is also, as they've said, the most ambitious crossover in movie history, and it certainly has its place in movie cinema history because of what it has accomplished. And that's fair. I'll 100% give the movie that.
Alright, time to find Monica.
You really are that gullible.
But as I said, I kind of felt done with the MCU after. I mean, I did watch Spider-Man Far From Home because I love Spider-Man. But for what's coming next, well, there hasn't come anything new. Phase 4 hasn't begun yet. Oh, and that's the wrong ability. It was supposed to begin with Black Widow, even though that's technically a prequel. I'm a little bit unsure if I'm gonna. I mean, I do want to watch it because I do like Black Widow. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. As a character. No, I'm actually serious. I do like Black Widow as a character. And I've been wanting a Black Widow movie, but because Hollywood is completely backwards, it hasn't happened. So I do want to watch it, if only because I kind of want to support it, but also want to watch it. But like outside of that, of the movies announced so far, I just have no interest. I think what I would be interested in is obviously more Spider-Man. And I would definitely be interested in, excuse me, more Guardians of the Galaxy. I suppose 4 as well. I am actually interested in Captain Marvel as well. I guess you're not supposed to like Captain Marvel, but honestly, I really liked that movie. Like, I was surprised by how much I liked it. I just came in because I was curious, like, okay, how are they gonna build this up for Endgame? And then I ended up, oh, well, that's actually something I'm kind of, like, legitimately, like, trying to keep up some interest in Phase 4 and MCU in the future, because, but like all the stuff that's announced right now, I just don't really care for.
Has been neutralized.
I wouldn't be opposed to the new Doctor Strange if it wasn't for the fact that apparently it's gonna be heavily connected to like one of the Disney Plus shows, Wanda and Vision. And that coupled with the whole like, oh, you're gonna have to watch the Disney Plus series to essentially follow the story,
Make sure Bruce gets this
makes me very
you are
uninterested.
Going to regret this with every fiber of your being.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what my problem with the MCU right now lies in. It's like, oh, if you want to keep up, you have to watch 3 Marvel movies a year. Oh, I forgot Deadpool. I'm always up for more Deadpool, although he's not really in the MCU right now, but you get my meaning.
Hey, big guy. I appreciate the assist on this mission. I know you're not a fan of Code Green, but in order to bring the world back in balance, we need you out in the field. Destroying Monica's gamma research should keep her from creating an army of abominations. But, just in case, I've directed Jarvis to keep an eye out for any more signs of gamma emissions. If she brings another lab online, you'll be there to smash it.
And that's the Hulk mission finished. That leaves me with Kamala Khan. That's the only one I haven't played for today's stream, so let's play as her. Yeah, like as I was saying, like 3 movies a year, honestly kind of exhausting. Like I didn't think it would be, but it actually is. And then being told that, oh, you're gonna have to keep up with the Disney Plus original shows, I'm just like, no, I just don't care anymore. Or well, I do have some type of I care on some level, but I'm definitely less interested. That being said, Phase 4 hasn't kicked off yet, and the only Phase 4 thing we've really seen anything is the Black Widow movie. So like, honestly, I'm probably gonna end up back in the MCU train anyway. It's just that right now I'm kind of feel a bit done, but the fact that it's been a while now since Endgame, and well, things are getting more delayed because of the ongoing pandemic. I don't know, maybe by the time Phase 4 kicks off, I might actually be into it again. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? It's probably gonna be a while yet anyway though, and as I said, it's been already some time after Endgame. So, I mean, that was last year? Yeah, it was last year. Oh, it just occurred to me, it's been over a year since Endgame came out. And outside of Spider-Man, there hasn't been any other MCU stuff, so maybe just having this break is gonna be good in the long run. Certainly for my interest, hopefully. I did just remembered something now. Something that I find funny that people were complaining. Oh, it's just the MCU Marvel Avengers. Well, kind of the stuntman, but it's just the same heroes from the movies. We want other new heroes that hasn't been featured in several movies. Enter Kamala Khan, and then people go bananas because it's Kamala Khan. And being like, hey, she shouldn't be, I don't want her in this game. I don't really have much of an opinion on Kamala Khan. Like, this is literally the first I'm seeing of her, but she seems fine. And I'm glad that at least there's one hero that isn't just, oh, they were in the Avengers movies. It definitely will be interesting to see what heroes will be added post-launch. I will admit, even though I don't really care much for this game. As I found it, as I said, I think it's a mediocre game. She can also do that, and as I said, I strongly believe that's how Spider-Man is mostly gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be like Insomniac Spider-Man where you can just swing like crazy. You know, like Spider-Man actually would. Uh-oh.
Back in action.
Bam.
Flanking positions.
Now I think I've officially run out of things to talk about. Especially since now I have exhausted not just what I think about this game and the beta in particular and the whole Spider-Man deal, but also the DC fandom and just a little bit MCU talk in general.
Oh man,
Oh,
this
no.
hurts.
Become big and smash. I know I'm not Hulk, but I'm gonna smash anyway. Oh, now we got even bigger. So is there like any limit to how big she can get? Or like how long she can stretch out her limbs? The AI companions do have the skins I have equipped for the heroes, but it's really weird they don't seem to gain any XP at least. I can sort of understand them not getting loot, but I think they should get XP. Or maybe they are getting XP, it's just a lot less than if you were to actually play as them. I don't know how this whole system is supposed to work. And also it might work different in the full game, who knows? It is a beta after all. Bam, bam, bam! Bam! I will say this game does have its moments. As I did mention, the tank boss fight. There's been like a few moments where I've just sort of been having fun, but it ultimately didn't last very long. Because at the end of the game, it just comes down to how this game is designed. And I just don't
all she wrote, kids.
think it's very exciting. Oh, I just realized that was probably the healing thing. Probably shouldn't just use it willy-nilly. Also, I was a little bit confused at the whole press triangle and circle. It's actually not a finisher, it just deals a lot of damage. And I think it may regain some health upon doing that. Could be wrong. I'm misremembering things.
I'm done going easy on you.
Oh yeah, in terms of voice acting, this certainly feels like taking the Avengers of voice actors in gaming. I mean, you have Nolan North as Iron Man, Laura Bailey as Black Widow, what's his name? Troy Baker as Bruce Banner and I suppose Hulk, and I believe Travis Willingham as 4. I'm not sure if he's quite as high profile as the other ones though, as I can seemingly only recall one game that he was in. Although he's probably been in quite a few other games, it's just I can only specifically think of one game of him in, and that's Binary Domain. I don't know who's voicing Kamala Khan though. Oh no. I died. What wave was I on? I haven't been paying attention. Oh, I gotta start over. I don't know. Do I feel like for that? How far did I get? Oh, let's give this one more shot. See if we can maybe get it to the 2-hour mark at least. That should be enough content, TM. Talk to him. Out of curiosity, this game pause. I know it doesn't if you're playing with friends, but I kinda need some upgrades. Ooh, that seems useful.
We got them all.
Probably should help as well with actually getting through this. I think I may have reached the limits. Well, I still have a lot of left in my voice, but I am feeling my I am feeling my throat getting a little bit or actually it may just be because I'm out of water. Never mind. Oh no, I'm getting destroyed. Oh, they're just ganging up on him. Wait, where did a shot come from?
Here you go.
Ah, no. That laugh wasn't scary. That's definitely not something you want to hear in the middle of the night. Oh no.
Oh man, this
Really?
Chin down.
You're the best.
Oh boy.
Want to see all my weapons? Okay.
I was gonna casually steal your kill, Black Widow. Nope. Although these guys actually die when you do that, so maybe it is kind of a finisher. Oh no, I'm down again.
Great for you.
Trying to keep up.
It's five.
Bam. Alright, it's the fourth wave. Will we actually make it this time? Who knows? I'm actually not getting any loot from this, I just realized. Well, not just realized, I'm just bringing it up, which I suppose makes sense. But also kinda not. Although, well, I think you do get... Well, I suppose the reward is actually for finishing these, and not just playing them in general. Oh wait, where'd it go? I wanted to finish here.
All clear.
Okay, that's the fifth wave.
Oh man,
Oh
this
boy.
hurts.
Bruh. No! Don't interrupt me. Oh boy, he sure went flying. More skill points. Let's quickly... There we go.
That's all she wrote, kids.
Let's get serious. Okay.
Oh no. Nope, 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 nope.
Positioning.
Oh no, that's not where I wanted to go. I completely overshot, and in the wrong direction as well.
I'm not in great shape here.
Where's you need healing. There we go. Actually use that ability, right? Oh. Ah.
Oh man, this hurts.
Ouch. Oh, I need help. I'm in desperate need of help. No, I just gained some health. Then I immediately lost it. There we go. Okay, 7 waves completed. Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
I might, need some medical attention.
Oh, sounds like we have a big thing to fight. Oh, completely overshoot there.
Not doing so hot.
Maybe it's time to become big again. Oh, we're almost done. Also, bad time to do that ability, I think. It's probably gonna run out any second. Oh, boy. Oh, that's a big enemy.
I'm in some trouble here. No, really felt that one. Really did.
Oh no.
Don't look now.
Ah, no, I missed. Iron Man could, well actually all of them could use some help. Come on. Okay. Whoa! I don't like them spawning right on me. Come on. Ah. Come on. Oh no. Not good. Finishing. Yeah, let's finish him up. Oh boy. Get up. Ooh, I can smell the taste of
The
victory.
enemies have been defeated.
There we go. Only 1 star, but I don't really care. And we basically just hit the 2-hour mark as well. That's perfect. Oh, some new gear. Not that it really matters to me since I'm well, I'm done with this beta now. I played it for these 2 weekends, and beta complete. Congratulations, you have earned a heroic nameplate reward. That's not too exciting. You will be granted the reward when you log into Marvel's Avengers at launch. We'll look forward to seeing you there. Thank you for your support. Now, does that mean I have to actually log in the game? Oh no! By completing the free harm challenges during our beta, you have earned the Hulk Smasher's pickaxe with bonus Hulkbuster style inside of Fortnite. Log into Fortnite to claim your reward. No. Oh no. Okay, that was actually a little bit more fun. I'm not sure why. How do you like? So there's something for that, but I don't think there's any missions. Unless it's this, but I've done it, although it's not saying mission complete. Which is odd. Oh well, not that it really matters. Yeah, as I've been saying, I have found this beta to be rather mediocre. I'm not really impressed of what I've been playing. There are some moments where it's actually kind of fun, but most of the fun I've had is like when I've been playing with friends, and that's the thing. I've had fun because I was playing with friends, not specifically because I was playing this game. So yeah, ultimately, as I've been saying for this entire stream, is that I think this game is rather mediocre. I think it's dull, and it's just not exciting. It doesn't make me feel excited in I was about to say in any way, shape or form, but that's not entirely correct. There's been a few not half bad moments, like actually decent moments where I've kind of like for a second kind of been like, oh, this is kind of okay, but that's also kind of the hi Cookie Gamer 809. Bad timing to join though, as I'm about to wrap up. But you can always watch the VOD, of course. Although I'm not entirely sure how that works when it's actually being rendered, but I guess maybe it's work. Or if it doesn't, it may just, I don't know. And I've just completely, I'm fine. How are you? Slightly tired after having played this for about 2 hours, and this being late in the evening, but otherwise I'm fine. Oh boy, it's almost 11 PM. Well, that's good to hear. Also, I think I need to get some drink as well. But yeah, that's it's really all for me today. And yeah, I'll be back next week as usual. I'm not entirely sure what I'll play for next weekend though. I'm thinking probably most likely Battlefield 5, considering I still haven't played the summer update on the channel. And summer, well, is coming to an end soon, so it's probably high time, but I also don't know. I don't want to be like have things too set in stone, because there may be some random limited time mode or event in some other game that may just pop up and is actually interesting or seems fun or whatever. But yeah, I'll do something for next weekend. Yeah. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. You can also follow me on Twitter at LokaCola. A link is in the description down below. If you, for whatever reason, want to follow my shenanigans on Twitter. Although I will also try to make a better job at actually doing quick channel updates, or maybe specifically video and stream updates on the Twitter. I really need to be better at that. But yeah, that's all I had for today, and I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you next time.